Good evening, Gtsa race fans. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to Pool 1, Race 5 at Willow Springs Raceway. We're about 2 minutes away from qualifying. Set up for tonight, 6 minutes qualifying, which should let the guys get 2 laps in on the softs before they die. Good strategy maybe to go on your mediums or hard or whatever you plan to start the race on. Do 1 lap pit, do an out lap, and you have just enough time to get 2 flying laps in. We should see these guys into the 117s. I was doing low 118s, so I'm sure we'll see mid 117s, maybe a little bit quicker. Then the race is 25 laps. You have to use hard and medium. You don't have to use soft, but you are able to. If we can see on the screen, compulsory tires required, hard and medium. All tires available. Refueling's at times 7, tire wears at a low times 3, but all the right-handers kill the front left tire. Fuel consumption times 5, starting with 66 litres, so that should be enough to get you 10-11 laps, and then 15-16 to the end. If you are 2-stopping, you probably be looking at something like 8-9 laps on mediums, then again, and then finish it off with the hard tire. Good evening, Mr. D&G, Captain Slow, well done on your race in Pool 4. Mr. Kennels, Alpha can do 8 on softs. If you haven't tested straps, I tried softs on my Suzuki and I could do 5, so the Alphas did have quite an advantage, I think. I remember we had a Gtsa race at Tokyo Expressway in GT Sports days still. I think it was the Ford GT40 had a bit of a overpowered bump on the BOP on that week, so all of us that were in manufacturers for Ford had the GT40 and we had about 10 k's an hour top end on those long straights. So occasionally it does happen. I'm just going to quickly, before these guys start, try and adjust the party volume. Sounded quite loud there. Yeah, good evening to Uncle Babby's fan club in the comments. Yeah, so that Ford GT40 race was quite fun. Everyone complained that they're overpowered and unfair, but you pick your manufacturer. I believe some of the guys were really battling with like a Merc, for example, but the Merc GR3 is a weapon. I enjoyed my Suzuki Swift around here, even though it had 8 tires. But then we have to deal with the GR3 Suzuki every now and again. So qualifying started. Our Pool 1 drivers are going out. You can see already some guys are on mediums, some on softs. Medium drivers will obviously pit. Why is it so loud here today? Yeah, let me know how the volume is. Pumpkin Patch, welcome. Dean, welcome. I'm just going to quickly look at our entry list. We have Savvy in the Cayman, Callum Pace, Citroen as usual, Ghost Killer Pace in the Ferrari, Thunderdome in the AMG, Kennels in the GR4 4C, Sam Citroen Phantom, which is SNS Steve's new name, in the Hurricane, JOO running his NSX, Ravanti Cayman, Aquera in the Sylvia, Matt Don't Cares not caring in the Supra, and Sir Fingerlot, he's in the 4C. G'day Dean, Mr. Plummer, Captain Slow talking to ZA Flash. We've got lots of chats here. Welcome to all of you. I hope you had a good race. I don't even want to talk about mine. Running a second slower than normal, safe P4 in the bag, pressuring P3. I got stuck behind after making a mistake on the hards coming out the pits. 12 laps of putting pressure on. First time he makes a mistake, I try to go around the outside and into the last turn with 2 laps to go. Just over 2 laps to go. Drop to 5th. Pass, catch the person who took 4th, pass him, pull a 2-second lead. And on the last lap it said I had 1.2 laps worth of fuel. I had no tire left, a 2.5 second gap behind me, so I was just cruising, taking 4th gear instead of 5th in a couple of corners, and next thing I knew, coming down the back straight, I ran out of petrol. Funkin' Pets says his money's on Cal and Pace, Kennels and Lequera on the podium. Give us your predictions. Yeah, so I ran out of fuel coming down this back straight all the way through the last turn and finished 6th, like a bright spark that I am. We've got Jean in the Lambo looking good here. Another Lambo with Phantom. Yeah, I went so lightly off at the last turn that I didn't even hit the barriers. I just managed to stop and pulled on, lost about 8 seconds. But it's annoying when you got into 17s in practice and only do 18s in qualifying, then in the race instead of 20s and 19s on hards, you're doing 21s. So we've got the first guys coming through. First lap times, Kennels does a 17.6 in the Alpha, 17.9 for Thunderdome, 17.9 for Matt. Steele's in 3rd currently, Surfing, Dynamic Sean. Then we've got a whole bunch of guys who are only doing Double O sedated because he had a car accident. I'm not sure if he should be driving then, but especially on this track. Get well soon, Double O. Hope your car is not too bad. Hope you're not too bad. Ken Dog, tell us more. This is actually a track I would have put some money on Double O having some surprises, because he is Mr. Arrive and Drive, and this isn't a regularly used track. Although saying that, I'll go and pick it for this race, and then Gran Turismo decided to make it a daily and a time trial. It's like they forgot about it, then they saw me practicing. I see DC in the pool chat complaining about tyres in a McLaren. Puh. DC, come on, try front wheel drive. McLaren's light on fuels, light on tyres. Panic Potato back for next week, back in Pool 1 after his unicorn moments last week at Fuji. Sam's now done a 17.5, Ravanti 17.6, Uncle Babby 17.7. Ghost Killer goes up to 3rd, Calum Pace goes up to pole 17.3. We do have a little bit of time left. Some of the guys on their first flight, so they might still improve. Other guys that didn't do the medium strategy, they went out, they've already done their 2 laps. They're in the pits now, busy putting their mediums or hards on, I'm guessing. The 2-stop strategy is viable here. It's what I actually wanted to do. I was just a bit nervous to spend that time in the pits. If you don't have traffic, then it can definitely work for you, but if you're in traffic and getting held up, the one stop is going to be your better option. I'm just looking at so it's Kalen by 2/10 from Sam, by less than a tenth to Kennels, Ravanti currently 4th, Ghost Killer 5th, Uncle Babby 6th. Uncle Babby I know normally has pace, but with qualifying you don't want to be stuck in traffic. Thunderdome, Jay, Yastiel, Lequera, Savvy, Phantom, Dynamic Sean, and then we've got some guys in the pits at the moment. 15 seconds till the race start, and we'll get a full replay of the grid on the line to see who's actually where. But yeah, Trivs or anyone else who wants to join me on commentary, more than welcome. Otherwise the poor people watching have to listen to me the whole race. So Kalen and Paul, Sam, Kennels, Rav, Ghost Killer, Uncle Babby, Thunderdome, Matt, Jay, Yastiel, Lequera, Savvy, Phantom, Sean and Surfings. Looks like everyone's getting away well. Enjoy this camera view from the TV booth. Away we go. This week we're featuring a rolling start, so we shouldn't have too much commotion in turn 1, 2. Turn 3 can bunch up a little bit, but decided to give the Stuart an easy week with no turn 1 incidents. Looks like everyone's making it through so far. Kalen from Sam, 2 Citroens in front. Then we've got Kennels and his Alpha. He's definitely going to be one to watch with the tyre wear. Kennels on medium. From what I heard, the Alpha's so good, I thought we might see a one stopper definitely from the Alpha guys. Others maybe not. We do have Rav right behind the Alpha at the moment. How's Porsche on tyres, guys? I don't know. I tried it at the Topless in round 1 when I was testing manufacturers, and I didn't get on well with it. But Rav's doing a great job. As I say, that Rav takes a slightly wider line, kicks up a bit of dust into Ghost Killer's face. So we currently got a pace 1, 2, 4, 5. Kennels in third. Uncle Babby from Sam, Thunderdome. Panic Potato says horrible, really bad on tyres. Yeah, that's why I didn't take it at or Topless. And then I went and picked a front wheel drive car, which was even worse. Uncle Babby holding off Thunderdome. Matt Don't Care looking dangerous right behind him. We've got JWO 9th place, Yastiel, the Quera, Savvy all close together. Look at them through the sweeping S's, bit of dust there, guys running a bit deep. A very tight, narrow track, so you got to really line up your move, pressure, or get a good run when someone else makes a mistake. You see the 2 Citroens breaking away a little bit in front at the moment. And we've got Kennels with Raventy and Ghost Killer right behind him. I think the Pace Boys definitely been practicing this week. A nice train, everyone's still close together. So far, fastest lap 18.2 by JWO. Great pace on the mediums. So actually just go through the field and make sure everyone is on mediums at the moment. Yeah, Stings next week's a charity race, the second wild card, so it won't be GR3 or GR4. Details should be out tomorrow afternoon. Speaking of charity, just for those that are watching that don't know, although you should all, South Guard Dog Association and Rhino something, can't remember the name offhand now. Those are the 2 charities we're raising funds for this year. It's Disharmony, I think. I'll tell you in a second. Yeah, Rhino Disharmony is one of the anti-poaching nature conservation charities up in Limpopo. I was there not so long ago with Sandshark, and definitely worth supporting the guys. I saw they were watching another video of some guys doing a tour on YouTube through the Kruger Park with a Bajaj. I don't know if you saw that in the BYD Shark. Terrain much like this, dry and off-road, lots of little bushes. There's quite a few anti-poaching dog things in their videos, and yeah, so lots of snares, lots of Tutsis that side of the world. So we need to support those guys. And then the SA Guide Dog Academy, they obviously help people with training dogs for the blind, visually impaired, and all of that costs money. So support the Gtsa drive, info on Discord and Facebook. Kalen's now just sitting there 40.4 ahead of Sam. Kennels is right with them. Small gap now to Raventy, only a second. Ghost Killer, all the gaps are half a second. Then we get Uncle Babby to Jay, it's 2.5 seconds. Jay's got Thunderdome right behind him. We have someone kicking up dirt in each other's face, but they will get through. Looked like the Quera, Matt Don't Care, one of the 2 of them hit the dust there, but yeah, Steele's all on the back. Savvy, Dynamic, Jean. Great to have Jean back, Mr. Dynamic. Interesting, Mr. Stings, radiating the horn so it's easier to pick up. I saw some of the there's no fences, but there's lots of different strategies. So where I was in the Timbavati, they don't cut their rhinos' horns. Some of the Kruger guys do. We've got someone going into pits on soft, Savvy. So lap 4 is very early to do that. Surprised maybe made a bit of a mistake with picking softs. causing the Porsche on softs, not a good idea. So he's going full, hopefully onto the hards. He's supposed to use the medium, so he's definitely two stopping. Yeah, as I was saying, so some of the Kruger and other private parks do cut the horns, so you might be running around the Kruger and see one with a horn from the Timbavati, or you might see one in Timbavati with no horns from Kruger, but yeah. Top 3 breaking away still. Rav 1.3 back. He's got a couple cars close to him, but not right on him. Ghost Killer's 0.6 back, then JW's 3 seconds off. Uncle Babby's right on Jay. They've opened up a little bit of a gap now from Lequera. He's defending Thunderdome. Jean's moved up to 10th. Yastio 11th. Matt Don't Care 12th. Surfing 13th. Phantom 14th, and then Savvy's made a pit stop, so he's in 15th, and he did go onto the hards. As I said, they all still have to use mediums later. It's right on board with Sam following Kalen here for a little bit. You can just hear those tires screaming. You can see how so as you can see, a little bit of wear starting now on the medium tires. If you look at Kalen, and Kalen's got a bit more wear, Sam a little bit less, and then Kennel's in the Alpha a little bit less than Sam. Ravanti's Porsche, you can see he's starting to eat up his tires a bit. Same thing with Ghost Killer in the Ferrari. JWO in the Honda's not too bad. Uncle Babby is still looking good on his Alpha's tires. I think it was around 8-9 that my medium started to suffer on the Suzuki. I dropped off a second or so. Jay takes a wide sweeping line there. Uncle Babby's trying to scare him off, doesn't happen. Let's just look, just admiring Jay's livery. Bit of a SAA flavour. Sasol, some Fleet Care touring car stickers. It's SA Airways. Got Uncle Babby. Look at the battle behind here. Lequera's now still in the front. Thunderdome's trying to get past Jean on the outside. Thunderdome goes a little bit wide. He's going to have just still pressuring him now. If he can stay there though, he'll have the cutback for the next turn. And we've got Matt Don't Care and a couple other cars just a little bit further back. Just watching. Still goes past Thunderdome. There's a small touch from Matt. Thunderdome gets a bit of dirt and drops 2 places. As you can see, there's a little bit of lag every now and again, so I don't know Matt knew much about that, but Thunderdome won't be that happy. I'm sure he'll come back. Where's he gone? He's down to the back of the group in 13th, just ahead of Matt. I think Matt did back off there actually. So they dropped a little bit off the pack. Then Savvy's flying along with his fresh hards. Kalen's still in the 18s. 18.8 for Sam last time around. 19.1 from Kennels. 19.3 from Rav. Rav's tires are really starting to take some strain. They look like my Suzuki's. Ghost Killer as well on the Ferrari. JWO. It's interesting is how you manage your tires in this race. It's more about not skidding and not losing concentration on some of the long corners, and especially turn 2 and the last turn. You don't want to run wide there because you end up going into Narnia. Kendall says, come on Rav. Rav's doing a great job in the Porsche in 4th there. Battling with Ghost Killer. Ghost Killer is one of the guys that were favourite for the season. Rav's always quick, but I didn't expect him to be battling podiums. Panic Potato talking about the tyre saving from the guys. There we've got J-Dub defending from a very fast Alpha with Uncle Babby. Still, they're both in the 18s last time around Lequera down 19.9. This is a big battle. We have someone going wide and deciding to just put in the pits. That was Sir Things. So he goes in lap 9. It might be a lap or two early, but the Alpha's gone tire, so he should be able to make it 16 laps on the hards quite easily. While I'm talking, I've got a little Husky Cross collie Bonnie biting my arm because I'm not patting her. So Mag said, what did Savvy do now? He went to pit on at the end of lap 4. Interesting strategy. I think he forgot that he was starting on softs. Matt runs a little bit wide on the second long right-hander, top of the hill. So Savvy's now 13th after Sir Things pitted. Panic Potato says he didn't check. That's the thing with the qualifying, that first thing I do when I test a combo, not for the settings, when I actually test to practice, which is normally on a Wednesday or Thursday, I do the settings with the controller, and then in different cars, and on Thursday, Wednesday I'll do some practice myself with the wheel. First thing I do is say, okay, it's 6 minutes qualifying, how many laps can I do? Okay, you can only do 4, but the tires are dead by the end of the second flying lap, so your last lap doesn't count. What if I go do 1 lap on medium, so I don't have to worry about changing tires, and then an out lap, and will I get the 2 flying laps in, which is just, there's about 30 seconds to spare if you went out early. So that was my qualifying strategy and worked quite well. No one is with Uncle Barry today. Ravanti has decided to go and be a pro Pool 1 driver. I see he's dropped back, so I think he's pitted. Let's just find Rav. Where's Rav now? What happened to Ravanti? Don't tell me Rav disconnected. Rav, what happened? He's just joined. That's horrible. I was looking at the back and I didn't even see him disconnect. So Kalen's pulled 2 seconds from Sam. Sam's 1 second from Kennels. Then 3 seconds to Ghost Killer, where Ravanti should be. JWO 5th place. So now that Rav's joined the party, it's got a bit quiet. We've got Ghost Killer and JW going into the pits. Sean 7th coming through. Rav, welcome to the DNF. How are you?
Good in yourself, man.
Good.
Changed internet for this whole race and still nothing.
I can congratulate you on your... You are hereby awarded a unicorn for the next 2 weeks on your Discord profile.
Thank you. I think I deserve it by now.
Yeah. What happened? You're just waiting to pounce on the leaders there. Strong.
I don't know. The 2 Sitlins and the Alpha were really flying through. So, yeah, I have no idea what would have happened, especially with the Hodgson coming up. You're gonna see these guys flying through. I don't know. Some of them might be on a 2-stop strat.
Yeah. Well, definitely. I think our top 3 aren't. Kendall says his money was on you. Pumpkin Patch says you consigned to the commentary box next week as well.
Destined for the commentary box, yes sir.
Looking at the fuel saving of these Pool 1 aliens, Kalen goes through to start his 12th lap. I had to fuel save to get 11. Sam is always good on fuel, so he's fine. He goes through. Uncle Babby on the Alpha goes through 3rd place. Jean's in the Lambo, sorry. He's up to 4th now with guys pitting. Good strategy, racing mediums. Still got fuel, not much tire left. Still surprisingly okay, but he's in a Porsche. He comes in on lap 11.
Yeah, the Porsches could just manage to do if you can lap 11. I was gonna put on lap 10, but yeah, it's a lot of tire saving involved with this race for anyone other than the Alpha. To be fair, the NSXs are also really good with tire wear on this track. So
yeah.
JW.
At the same time, the Alpha, I didn't pick it for the season. I like the Alpha, but as a car, but trying to drive it through or when I was doing it at Autopolis, I couldn't get a fast lap in. I kept crashing with it. So
yeah, Autopolis is a bit of a struggle, but the 4C is like destined for this track. It
yeah,
almost always dominates Group 4 on Willow Springs. But it was a fun race. Top 3 are going to come into it now.
yeah. We see
Uncle Babu is losing a lot of time.
Callan with 4% fuel, 2.3 ahead. Sam 3% fuel. Uncle Baby's in with 2%. 2%. He dropped off to 9%, 9 seconds off the lead. Now, since you're here, you may as well tell us about our sponsors.
Damn it, you can get info on this. Sponsors are
There's only
TGN,
3.
Rhino Utilities, and
Right
what
recruitment.
else? Rhino Utilities, Right Recruitment, Right Utilities,
Yeah.
MGR as always, TGN as always.
TGN and the double R.
The favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah, TGN double R. Well, 3R because of Rhino too.
Yeah. No, I'm saying Right Recruitment has the 2 R's in it.
Yeah.
We have a nice move by someone going into turn 1. I think it was Yastil on Savvy.
Ooh,
So Savvy's up to 9th now, but he's already halfway through his hard tires and half a tank of fuel. So he can possibly... Do you think he can get to the end? He started on softs.
Nah.
Yeah, he's in a Porsche. He started on soft, did 4 laps and pitted now. So he's on his 9th lap already. Just under half a tank. Can he get another 12 laps? I doubt it.
Oh, I have a spectator bug. It all shows he's on race soft tires, but I'll take whatever I can see right now. Okay, so Savvy on the hards. I don't think so. It's gonna be a bit of a struggle. Either way, he has to still use the mediums, so he's definitely gonna put it.
Yeah, that's true as well, sir. I'm forgetting that it was mediums and hards, not just hards. So if he's going to do mediums, he actually may as well pit now. Get off those hards. Mediums can easily do 12 laps.
Not in the Porsche. The Porsche 12 laps is
10 laps.
Yeah, 10 laps is definitely doable, depending on how hard you drive the car. And in traffic, it's much tougher. I see the 2 Alphas are busy battling there, 4th and 5th place, following a Ferrari of killer pace. So it's pace 1, 2, 3 at the moment, and then 6, 7, 8 as well.
Yeah, well, your internet let the team down. Could have been 1, 2, 3, 4.
As per usual. As per usual.
Yeah, there's a bit of a different strategy. So Kalen and Sam are on the same strategy. Uncle Baby pitted the same time as him, but he's dropped behind Ghost Killer, and he has Kennels right behind him. Kennels came in on lap 10. Ghost Killer came in also on lap 10. So they got 2 laps older tyres, and their cars are heavier. So if they're running to the end, they got to do 15 laps, which by the last 2-3 they'll probably have the same sort of lack of grip I had. So Uncle Baby can definitely still get back up to 3rd.
Oh yeah, definitely. Ghost Killer is really going to struggle on those last 2 laps. Kennels and Uncle Baby are going to be battling for that 3rd place position. Fortunately, they can't get promoted up to Pool 0, which at this point we should have.
Pool 0 means you just get points and you don't have to race next week, and then the week after you're back in 1.
That's actually a good shout.
Yeah, maybe if you win 3 in a row, you get a week off.
Jeez. Panic Detector would be one of them.
So their Uncle Baby manages to get on the inside of Ghost Killer going through turn 1, so completes a move into turn 2. Back up to 3rd. He was 9 seconds behind Kellen. He's now 11.5. So those couple laps in traffic held him up fair amount.
The other problem with the Alpha is that it's not that good in the straight line. So those turtles are going to run away. That was Kennel saving great. And then you see Uncle Bobby had to save for his his in lap or the last 2 laps. Save fuel, which really put a dampener on his top speed. We'll see how much the Ferrari is going to make up now on the next 2 straights.
Yeah, Kennels was 3rd place at the start. Who was ahead, Kennels or Uncle Baby? Kennels was ahead, so that extra 2 laps from Uncle Baby, while Kennels probably got caught behind Ghost Killer when he pitted. When Ghost Killer came out,
I think Uncle Baby also went off on the start, like a slight little run onto the sand. Fortunately, it wasn't anything too bad from what we saw. But who was it that got
him by staying out 2 laps longer? He's overcut the Kennels Alpha. He was behind him just now. Now he's 2 places ahead.
Oh, Okay. Yeah, I forgot. Like I also who got damaged, but I realized when you said it, it was who was it? Was it Savvy that put it on lap 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that
Yes.
was what I noticed, like in the corner of my eye.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's
Yeah.
up to 9th now, but his front left is already almost dead. He's on his 16th lap, so now definitely would pit. 9 laps on mediums is better than another lap on the worn hard.
Yeah, I'm looking at what Sticks is saying now. Pools, you know, you race in space where you come from. Hashtag aliens.
Currently, Laquera is 11th. Relegation places: Matt Don't Care, Thunderdome, and Surfings. Thunderdome, his pace hasn't been bad. He pitted on lap 9. I think he's going to have to pit again, looking at his hard. Maybe he's got enough fuel to make it to the end. It's only 9 laps. He might just try run there, but I think when you're having that much tyre wear, you should probably just do a 2-stop and do the last 6 laps on softs, or pit now and do 8 and go back to mediums.
That was one thing we tested, like a full-on 2-stop versus a full-on 1-stop.
Yeah.
And as much as, yes, you have to save tires, you have to save fuel and everything, the total time you get from that extra, from not having to do an extra stop, is about, I think, 16, 17 seconds. So even if you had to really slow down and save your tires, you would still be able to come out ahead compared to the 2-stop. 2-stop is just safer and allows you to push, which is more fun. But yeah, we see how much of a difference that 1-stopper is making with
the problem is, like with myself, I got stuck behind. I didn't get stuck behind. I pitted and put that's even more annoying, because I put an extra bit of fuel compared to the car that ended up right behind me. I think it was 3.5-4 second gap, and he came out the pits right behind me, and then I ran wide, so he went past on cold hards. But then I spent the next 10 laps, 12 laps right behind him, trying to get past. So things goes farming as we're watching, and it was just not enough to get past if the car ahead closes the line. So Kennels
as well.
Okay, so just at the front, Kalen is 4 seconds ahead now. Sam's got 8 seconds on Uncle Babby. Ghost Killer is a second off him. As you say, Kennels has gone missing. Jay's now up to 5th. Dynamic Sean 6th. Yes, still 7th. Phantom 8th. Laquera 9th. Matt Don't Care 10th. Kennels has decided to box.
He might go into softs, actually. We'll see.
Yeah, you should get softs on the Alpha from here. He's had a bit of rear damage, so I think maybe that's why he only needed to 1-stop, but that damage at the back might have hurt him.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
he's rolling a dart now, get rid of the damage and put softs on, go 2 seconds a lap quicker than everyone, and try catch up.
Other thing is,
he should get out the relegation places, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. I think this strategy will only work on the Alpha, because we tested with rear bumper damage. Even on the racing odds, you lose about 8 tenths to a second. So he won't be able to make up his full pit stop on the soft tires, but he'll definitely come within a shot of staying within relegation as well.
Yeah, but he got rid of the damage, obviously.
Yeah, but he got rid of the damage as well. So I think it's Matt, Thunderdome, Things, and Savvy that still need to put all again. Yeah, I think that's about it. The rest of the guys are all on their 1-stops, I think.
Sean with the crying face for Savvy. Sting's asking what size engine are these Citroens. It doesn't matter, because BOP's on. J-Dub doing a great job considering he had an accident. Currently in 5th, only 15 seconds off the lead. He's been stuck in this train the whole race. So that's what I was saying about like if you made a small error like me, or slightly quicker than the car behind, but you get stuck behind him and you can't pass. That's where the 1-stop was a bit of an issue. You don't have that tire delta, let's call it, to get past. If the guy ahead runs a defensive line in the right corner, I mean, there's a couple of times where I managed to get up the guy's, get a run on him, but he just sat on the inside and you can't go anywhere. So that's where the 2-stopper did come in, because now we'll see Kennels. Let's just go find him, see what his first was it Kennels? Yeah, let's see what his first lap is going to be. He's done an 18.0. That was early on, I think
that was his out lap. Yeah,
no, on fastest lap of the race, but I think that was before. That was on mediums earlier.
Yeah, the mediums, yeah, especially in the slip, that was a astonishingly fast lap.
Thunderdome also pitted, so Thunderdome's 14th, 2 seconds behind Kennels. Kennels is 6 seconds behind Savvy. Savvy's on fresh mediums. He's trying to find a way past Surfing. He does kind of scare him wide into turn 1. Matt don't care pits.
Another thing, Ghostkiller is actually going to be in trouble from his pace compatriots. The Honda of J-Dub was also really good on tyre here, and same with the Hurricane. Despite being a 4-wheel drive, it is actually really good on tyres. So we'll probably see Ghostkiller might fall off the order towards this last, let's say, 2 laps, but it won't be too bad because he's got 3 pace guys behind him.
Yeah, we can see the gap to the front still fairly static. That's why we're not spending too much time there. Sorry, Kalen and Sam, you guys are doing a great job. Kalen running in the 19s on his hards. Sam, same pace. Uncle Babby is now 9 seconds behind. Solid podium, but he's got trouble behind him with Ghostkiller and J-Dub. So he's maintaining his pace and his tyres should be good. Then I want to just go down quickly back to Kennels. He's got past Matt now. Matt pitted, I think. But it's
I just saying to Shazball, who told me my mic was soft, so
yeah.
I just saw that snuck in the comments.
Yeah. Last lap, Kennels did a 18.4 leaders, but after his incident, he's obviously trying to get out of the drop zone. He only needs 1 more place. He's 2 seconds behind Surfing. Surfing also in the Alpha with semi-worn hards. He should be good to the end, but he's doing 122 last time around, 2 laps ago. And Kennels 118.7 last lap. Matt Dunke is also going well though. He's on fresh mediums. He's sitting on the slipstream of Kennels. Savvy's 3 seconds ahead of that group. We still have 4 laps to go, so they might still catch him. But then I think 10 seconds to Lequera is going to be a bit much. So the best they can hope for is to fight it out for top 10.
Top 10, yeah. Depends also, Lequera's tires are looking very worse for wear. Yeah. So we'll see also. This last 4 laps would really change the game.
But he's
and then look back and forth. Ghostkiller Pace's tires are almost completely shot. He's going to probably run 2, maybe 3 laps. Maybe two full laps with barely any tires. It could leave him under threat by Steve in 8th. Yeah. Well, because you lose a lot of time on those dead tires. But we'll see. We'll see what Ghostkiller can do towards the end here.
For 20 laps now, we're watching lap 7 again. Did Uncle Ken rewind by mistake or something? Press live, Ken. If you can hear us, maybe you'll hear us in 10 minutes when
he wait. Yeah, I was gonna say he's here in 7 minutes. 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. So Sam's dropped a second back, but he's maintaining the gap to Babby. Ghostkiller still second behind. J-Dub's a second, so it's fairly spaced out there. 2.5 to Jean, 1.8 to Steele. Then Phantom 4 seconds back, Lequera 5 seconds, Savvy is now 9 seconds ahead of Surfing. Matt Dunke is ahead of Kennels. They both right on the back of Surfing, so this is a battle now for anti-relegation. Looks like Matt's going... Kennels decides to do the 4x4 line. That's not going to help his quest, especially with only 3 laps to go.
He should have put on dirt tires, honestly. And now Thunderdome is right on his tail. He's probably going to go for the move. Kennels is going to let him by. And just unfortunate situations for Kennels once again. He doesn't seem to be able to get a break with this Alpha.
Well, that's what I say. It likes to make little snaps and slides and throws you off every now and again. So Matt is looking to take himself and maintain his pool 1 position. He just needs 1 more place. He's got 3 laps to do it.
And he's got fresh mediums. Oh, very close contention there.
Yeah. So
things go side by side, but Matt leaves the space. Yeah. Easy going to go for the cutback.
You can see Surfing's can't help but understeer wide. Matt's up there looking up the inside, but there's no space. And Surfing's going to have the inside for the next turn. He moves across.
Good side by side driving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Matt will go for a move here. It's very difficult to do that cleanly.
Matt also gets a bit of a slide. Now, what you want to do here is really exactly what he's doing. Come flying up behind. He actually looks for the move after we say that, and he looks like so things is defending. See,
defends a bit hard.
Yeah, we had to turn the corner at some point, but I think Matt should be fine. Should be past and fine. There he is. Kennels also goes through. So that might end up at the steward some way or other, but Matt looking at the inside there, around the inside and then onto the outside.
Girlfriend in the chat, hi, seen it. I have to tell her that I disconnected from the race, so that's going to be a bit of a shambles.
Yeah.
I'm sitting in the commentary box now, where I would have been in
penalty box,
third position. Yeah, penalty box.
So
Fingerlord goes all the way down to 14th also. Yeah. So there's still a battle going on for 11th.
He was fighting with soft and medium runners. Kennels is now 12th. He can fight Matt again for this is a relegation place. 3 of these guys will go home with you to pool 2, and one of them will stay in pool 1.
Actually, 3 of them will join me next week.
We've got 4 cars. Right now, Matt's the one that's staying up, but Uncle Kennels here has recovered and he's on the softs, Matt's on mediums. It's warm softs versus fresher mediums. Thunderdome, I think, is out of it. Him and Surfing are dropping back a bit.
I see Ghost Killer actually moving over and giving the space to Jada. Yeah, his tires are absolutely gone. One more lap. He has a sliver of tires left.
He looks like he's fighting back. J-Dub's... Oh, sorry, you're saying Ghost Killer was letting him through.
Yeah. J-Dub was given space by Ghost Killer. I don't know, maybe I said it wrong. So it goes through Dynamic Jean as well.
Ghost Killer's on the inside. He's not fighting too hard.
Yeah, he can't.
He actually almost goes into the back, so... Yeah, it's not fun riding with that much tyre. He might have the same issue I had of running out of fuel as well. The
fuel will be fine. The fuel will be fine.
That's what I thought.
Now you have to see. I don't know if your Steeler's going to push Ghost Killer as well.
Through the last turn, take a win. Welcome back to the top step, Kalen Pace.
Yeah, he broke the curse of being taken out in the first lap, so or in the first quarter of the race.
Yeah, getting pole helps. Sarah Sam comes home second, nice and relaxed. Uncle Baby takes a scenic route, going off-road. Don't want to do that too much, but he gets third. 4th place, J-Dub. Sean, 5th. Yeah, Steele also got Ghost Killer for 6th. Ghost Killer 7th.
Very close.
Steve 8th. Lequera 9th. 10th is going to be Savvy. Savvy holds on for 10th after all that.
Kennels is also battling with the sliver. Thunderdome also battling with the sliver.
Yeah, Matt don't care is going to rescue 11th place and stay in pool 1. Pool 2 for Kennels, Thunderdome and Surfing. Well done, Surfing, as well. I'm sure he said something about not wanting to come to pool 1 on one of the chats already last week. Or why is he in pool 1 with the aliens? But he's finished with them and a good performance to all. Especially with some odd strategy. Except for that Raventia, that was a bit of a waste. Didn't even finish. I mean, it was only doing 18.4. I mean, what kind? The fastest lap was by Kennels in 12th, 18.0. 18.
It was on the mediums. Imagine that.
Yeah, in the first part of the race. He was slower on the softs. I think he did an 18.3 or 18.4.
Yeah, that's the worst thing with this.
With low fuel.
Track. I'm so glad it's over. Hopefully I don't disconnect from any more races, but we'll see.
No, well, it depends how much I pay your service provider to keep disconnecting you.
That's also true.
I do need a co-commentator.
Yeah, I had a feeling you'd pull on a very on me.
Well, it was good to have you, Rav, and we'll have you next week.
Always.
Hopefully.
Always.
Well done to the drivers. a good race by a lot of them. I might give Uncle Babby a drive the day. I can't remember where he started, but I don't think it was in the top 8.
Yeah, no, Uncle Babby did do a really good comeback.
Good pace and no issues. Ken, next week's race will be out tomorrow. J-Dub also did a great job, 8th or 9th on the grid, I think it was, or somewhere there. Maybe a little bit higher, but he survived to finish 4th, 18.2. I think that's the second fastest lap of the race. Yeah. So well done, J-Dub. Hope you're not too sore. I'm not sure what happened, but we'll chat to you on Discord. Still solid 6 by the strategy man. I thought about it. I should have made no compulsory tyres, and then we probably would have seen Still do a no stopper or something here. Nursing hards for 25 laps.
Yeah, more than likely.
He just looks and sees, can I fuel save till the end? Turn 15 laps into 25 laps fuel. Ghost Killer.
Just to say, I channeled some panic potato energy from last week into last week, so there has to be one.
We'll give you 1 unicorn on your name because you're in 4th place. You weren't leading by 10 seconds, but you can still have 1 unicorn.
Okay. 1 unicorn is fine.
Okay.
Thank you very much, guys. Have a good weekend.
Shout out to sponsors TGen Racing Simulators, Track Art, and Right Recruitment. We'll chat to you guys next week.
Have a good weekend. See you in the next one. Good night.